Good day, my brothers. It's your boy, the Humble Spirit. I'm back with another video. This is gonna be a part 2 on the video I recorded yesterday regarding the mystery of sexual transmutation, on semen retention. So yeah, this is the second part of the video. I'm gonna go back to the book of Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. And I'm just gonna continue here where it says that genius is developed through the sixth sense. So yeah, guys, let's get going. The reality of a sixth sense has been fairly well established. The sixth sense is creative imagination. The faculty of creative imagination is one that the majority of people never use during an entire lifetime, and if used at all, it usually happens by mere accident. A relatively so small number of people use, with deliberation and purpose of thought, the faculty of creative imagination. Those who use this faculty voluntarily and with understanding of its functions are geniuses. The faculty of creative imagination is a direct link between the finite mind of humans and infinite intelligence. All so-called revelations referred to in the realm of religion and all discoveries of basic or new principles in the field of invention take place through the faculty of creative imagination. When ideas or concepts flash into one's mind through what is popularly called a hunch, they come from one or more of the following sources. Number 1, infinite intelligence. Number 2, the subconscious mind in which is stored every sense impression and thought impulse that ever reached the brain through any of the 5 senses. Number 3, the mind of some other person who has just released the thought or picture of the idea or concept through conscious thought. Number 4, the other person's subconscious storehouse. There are no other known sources from which inspired ideas or hunches may be received. The creative imagination functions best when the mind is vibrating due to some form of mind stimulation at an exceedingly high rate. That is, when the mind is functioning at a rate of vibration higher than that of ordinary, normal thought. When brain action has been stimulated through one or more of the 10 mind stimulants, it has the effect of lifting the individual far above the horizon of ordinary thought. That explains the higher consciousness that they're talking about here, and permits them to envision distance, scope, and quality of thoughts not available on the lower plane, which is the lower nature, such as that occupied while engaged in solving the problems of business and professional routine. When lifted to this high level of thought through any form of mind stimulation, an individual occupies relatively the same position as someone who has ascended in a plane. While still on the ground, they may see over and beyond the horizon line, which limits their vision. Moreover, while on this higher level of thought, the individual is not hampered or bound by any of the stimuli that circumscribe and limit their vision while wrestling with the problems of gaining the 3 basic necessities of food, clothing, and shelter. They are in a world of thought in which the ordinary workaday thoughts have been as effectively removed as are the hills, valleys, and other limitations of physical vision when rising in an airplane. While on this exalted plane of thought, the creative faculty of the mind is given freedom for action. The way has been cleared for the sixth sense to function. It becomes receptive to ideas that could not reach the individual under any other circumstances. The sixth sense is the faculty that marks the difference between a genius and an ordinary individual. The more this faculty is used, the more alert and receptive the creative faculty becomes to vibrations originating outside the individual's subconscious mind, and the more the individual relies upon it and makes demands upon it for thought impulses. This faculty can be cultivated and developed only through use. That which is known as one's conscience operates entirely through the faculty of the sixth sense. The great artists, writers, musicians, and poets become great because they acquire the habit of relying upon the still small voice which speaks from within, through the faculty of creative imagination. It is a fact well known to people who have keen imaginations that their best ideas come through so-called hunches. There is a great orator who does not attain greatness until he closes his eyes and begins to rely entirely upon the faculty of creative imagination. When asked why he closed his eyes just before the climaxes of his oratory, he replied, "I do it because then I speak through ideas which come to me from within." One of America's most successful and best known financiers followed the habit of closing his eyes for 2 or 3 minutes before making a decision. When asked why he did this, he replied, "With my eyes closed, I am able to draw upon a source of superior intelligence." So yeah, guys, that's part two of my video. As you can, as you've heard what I've just read from this book, that's where sexual transmutation, like that is how sexual transmutation is done. It's all about ascending from your lower plane, your lower vibration, and ascending to your higher brain, to your higher plane, which is your higher vibration, where you go into the spirit. You understand? And now, look, I don't really focus too much on meditation. Maybe I should also. I'm still trying to learn a lot of things on this path. But yeah, the higher plane is basically you going into the spirit and connecting with God within you. You understand? Because as you're connecting with the Most High within you, that's where all your ideas and thoughts come up of, like, trying to do certain new things in order to make money and all that, and achieve and find your purpose and all that. That's what it comes down to. You know, you'll only be able to find that in the higher plane, the higher consciousness. You understand? Because your lower consciousness, that is like your animalistic instinct. If you're operating down there, that shows that you're not thinking straight, man. You're operating out of impulse and lust and all that, and that's, you will never be able to achieve your best self if you're operating from your low plane. But yeah, guys, that's all from my side. I think I'm gonna continue through this chapter and most probably make a part 3. You understand? But yeah, guys, that's all I wanted to talk about today. I hope my videos has been edifying to you guys. I hope you guys learned a lot. I hope you've achieved some sort of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding also in the process. And I really hope my videos has been inspiring you guys to make a change for the better, to strive to be the best versions of yourself. I really hope it does. And leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my videos if you can. It'll really push it out in the algorithm, so we can get this message out to millions of other brothers out there that are really struggling in this life. That is our purpose, to help other people that are struggling so that they can come back to reality and come back to their natural state of working and serving the Most High. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. But yeah, guys, have a blessed evening further, or day, wherever you are in the world. And I'll check you next time again. This is your boy, the Humble Spirit, and I'm out. Peace.